stream.
Just grab a link.
I hope I have sound. Okay, Simon found me. Kristen sound. I'm literally on the phone with Shane right now. All right. Sorry, I know my thumbnail's ridiculous right now. Okay, Shane, I'm going to hang up with you now. Carry on with play date here. All right. Yeah, my phone started buzzing, and then I looked down and I was like, oh, you can't hear me. That's not awesome. I can speak. Did you see I gave you the swear word you were looking for, Mindy? All right. I will have to go back and look at the other chat later. We really just want to come back and probably, we need to answer our question, and then we will do our reversals and our activity and send you on about your day. Thank you for coming back. I really appreciate it, even if it's a smaller crowd. All right. I hope I have Lori back in the room. We had her question. So if Lori's here, if you can raise your hand. Looks like we've got a lot of people back in here. Thank you. We have a couple new people I didn't see before. So hello to all the new folks coming in. All right, I think I'm hi, everyone. What a mess. Dang it. Those two-part streams are really frustrating. I just don't know. I think it's all of this, all the people on the interwebs trying to connect with one another. Yeah, Shane said you guys were all totally blaming the devil in the other chat. I was like, oh, geez, Louise. Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming back. The dang devil said to stop outing him and how he works. Oh, yeah. I want to, I think, should we blame this guy? Should we blame the hot devil for all of this nonsense? Yeah. You know what's funny is my phone was actually on Do Not Disturb too, so Shane must have called back more than once to make sure I could hear him. Lori's not back yet, but we need to answer her question. Well, she can always watch it back. We'll have to tell her that we still answered her question. So the fifth question that Lori asked was, how can we deal with racist family members and friends in our lives? So yeah, the devil is really interfering today. So we have this really chaotic card here that we've all sort of talked about. So how can we deal with racist family members and friends in our lives, right? So anybody have some thoughts on that? Yes, Patrice. Is that our answer? We put them on mute? You know, there's something to be said about that. Although rather than getting them to be mute, wouldn't it be great if we could actually get them to use their voices in a productive way rather than a counterproductive way? Wow, don't get distracted by the chaos, Isabel, right? Get back into it. Dive back into it. All you people who came back, you are really willing to face this devil. So thank you for that. Big props, right? So Satan, we rebuke you. We take back our power and won't work feverishly on the error of our ways. Yes, I love that meme. Not allow ourselves to be drawn into an unhealthy situation. Like, don't get pulled into the chaos, right? You can say, you know what? You can continue to live in your distorted world where perception is some kind of fake reality, but that's not the world we really actually live in. Let's talk about that for a minute, you know? Quaricel says, I may have muted a few this week. Well, yes. I may have unfollowed at least a few people, right, to quiet their voices. I don't want to get drawn into their chaos. So that is something that I have done. And sometimes that's what we have to do. You know, I encountered a really personal situation where a friend of mine spoke in a way that I disagreed with, and I didn't feel like she was really understanding the point. And so I made a point. But I'm not going to get drawn into the debate. I'm not going to get drawn into the crazy round and round and all of the excuses and all of the rationalization for not focusing on the matter at hand. And I said, I'm not going to debate this with you. I'm going to share some information. I suggest you educate yourself. But if the chaos is still going to reign, I'm not going to get drawn into that. I'm not going to get pulled into that. So that's something that I think really came up for me this week. Cut through your distorted perceptions with truth, or their distorted perceptions, is Donna. Emily says, this is such a difficult one. I feel that some people aren't aware they are seeing it from a privileged perspective. They still don't understand why they are relevant. I know. It's so frustrating. The devil channels mental blindness, not being able to think clearly and objectively. Yes, Jonathan. This is the result of the voices of those who spent too many years being ignored. If you have a problem with it and the riots, you're part of the people who don't listen when they were peaceful protesters. Hi, Shadows Truth. Yeah, we're on our part 2 because I lost sound on my original stream. So it's nice to see you for a minute. Pick your battles, said Stray Cat. Some people will never see. Some people will. Be smart about where to put your energies. Again, don't get drawn into the chaos. Yes, exactly. Don't be goaded into an impossible argument. Did Simon say something? Oh, yeah, not allow ourselves to be drawn into an unhealthy situation. Yes, yes, yes. Let's see. Maybe put ourselves on mute until our thoughts can be productive, right? So sometimes we have to silence ourselves. Again, there's a lot of talk right now about amplifying and elevating the right voices, the people who can really speak from experience and knowledge. We, me as a white privileged person cannot speak to the experience of people who have lived those more challenging lives and experiences, and we have to listen. Emily says, I think we must stand up and fight, speak the truth, but we also can't control people. So many people are missing the point. But yes, I think we have to realize where we need to let them educate themselves. Yes, yes, yes. I saw a quote by MLK, Martin Luther King, who said that rioters are voices that haven't been heard. And it has been a week, Jelly. Yes, it has. Christina says, gently help them to change their perspective. Go slow, right? So maybe don't try and pull the puppet strings, right? That's probably not going to work. Because then they're just going to rebel. They're going to say, no, you can't control me. And then they're going to, it's like when you have teenagers, right? You tell them the right thing to do. They're not going to do it because you told them to. They're going to do the other thing. So Essence 818, when you leave this plane, none of the material gains can go with you. But how you treat others will be how you're remembered more than what you had. Oh, that's so very true. Jonathan says, when you give into your dark side, you become lost in it. Oh, yes. Ensure we are not being pulled into others' perceptions, right? Unless we're in a place where we need to explore our own perceptions. That might be something to think about. Kristen, social media is not a protective tool for discussing heated topics. Social media is chaotic and rage-filled and reactionary. It can be. Emily says, I think educating ourselves too, not speaking for the Black and minority people. We can stand with them, listen, and learn. Laurie tries life. Good answers. Oh, you made it back. You made it back to here. Oh, good. I'm glad. Hi, TK. Oh, he had to make his appearance, right? There's a documentary on Netflix about it now, I believe, planning to watch this week. Thank you. Yes, if you have those resources, share them with people. Sometimes living an example is going to be more productive than trying to force changes in others. We can only control ourselves. Very, very true, Mindy. Patrice, Jen, I so appreciate your thoughtfulness, community. I appreciate you going here with me today. Hey, we are all in this together. And Patrice, thank you for voicing it. I don't think there was any way we weren't going to go here today. Let's just be really honest about that. Donna, let's see. The chaotic card is how I feel about social media right now. I can totally see that. Jonathan says you may be actively projecting qualities of the devil onto others, right? So we need to be mindful of all aspects of that. Let's not just assume that the devil is on the outside, right? Let's make sure we're looking. The only thing we can do is look at ourselves first. Explore your own shadow first, right? Make sure you've dealt with that. Other people are going to have to deal with their shadows. That is for damn sure. All right, this has been amazing. I don't want to keep you too long because I'm running way over today. And I know that our friend Jilly has a meditation that she hosts here in the next 15 minutes. So let's talk really quickly about the devil in shadow or in reversed. In shadow is the devil, not shadow, but in reversed or in a blocked or challenged position. Any really quick thoughts on that? I don't want to rush you too much, but I want to make sure you get that activity before we go. So any thoughts when you see this reversed, see it in a blocking position? Do you see it as breaking the chains? Do you see it as being more stuck in that energy and maybe having less control over the choices to break free? What do you think? While you guys are looking at that, let's see. Stray Cat, the collective is dealing with our karma as a country, society, culture. It touches all of us because we are all connected. Yes. Any thoughts on the reversal? Y'all went quiet. Iris says, someone once said, when you shine your inner light, you let others do the same. All right, hi, Chris. Thank you for being here. Let me do a little nudge. I have my little app here. See if I can get some of the keywords for the reversal while y'all are thinking and sharing here. Here they come. We have to remember this country was built on putting the knee on the neck. It wasn't just minorities, but also those who are of different religion. We need to keep our knees off of other people's necks. We always do. We are not doing readings, Chris. We are studying cards together. So here's some kind of keywords for when the devil is reversed: breaking free, quitting, hitting bottom, broken agreements. So there's some thoughts there. Won't the chains fall off the necks of the people? And they may very well, yeah, especially when you look at the imagery there, right? The devil loses his power, says Christina. Breaking free, says Shadow's Truth. Shadow's Truth, is that a new name? Because I recognize your, is it Deb? Is that you? No, yeah, see. Oh, you guys are just looping Chris in. Thank you. Jonathan says, you see others as the source of your problems instead of looking at what you're doing to yourself or how you got into the situation you were in. You're looking for a scapegoat, right? Again, getting back to that, looking at ourselves first, right? Taking responsibility, being accountable, working those steps, when we're dealing with addiction. Essence 818, under the philosophy that holds one race superior and the other inferior is finally and permanently discredited and abandoned. Everywhere there will be war. Emperor, I don't know that last part, Neem, I'm sorry. I don't know how to pronounce that correctly. Elle says, well, if they don't get out of those chains, it's not a good outcome when gravity hits, right? Ow. Yeah, you're going to get hung up by that, aren't you? Will they be free of the chains or hanged by them? See, there you go, coming in pairs again. Hello, Sean. We're just talking about the reversal, and we're going to get an activity, and I'm going to send you all on your day to tackle probably some very intense thoughts as we've approached the devil this week. Robin says, reverse, there's a 4 in the palm of the devil's hand, stability. Interesting. Kristen, I struggle with the devil in reverse. It's like a double whammy to me. I think it can be, but I think there's an opportunity there as well, for sure. Butterfly Magic came back with her hot tea. It's nice to have you back. Let's see. Hi, Zane. Did we say that the devil could represent our ego? I'm not sure that anybody talked about that. I think we talked about it conceptually, but I'm not sure that I've seen that word used today. At least I haven't spotted it in the chat, and that's a really good point. Yeah, I like your new name. All right, Shadow's Truth. That's what I didn't finish speaking that sentence. Well, now the devil's torch is really lighting the fire under the man. Like, seriously, right? That's a good observation. I like that. All right. Oh, the 13th on Netflix. I have heard of that one. That sounds like that's a great documentary to check out. Sorry, I didn't know how to pronounce that name, but maybe you'll tell me later. I want to know more about what you were saying there. I think that's really, really interesting. All right, we are getting, well, not homework. This is an opportunity, is what we like to talk about it. When I first started this series, I would pull out the tarot playbook here that's available by Schiffer. I've always been a little hesitant to read the activities out loud so that I don't hit copyright issues. This book is designed to help you connect with your tarot deck, and it gives you different activities to do that. Some of them are very cool. Some of them are a little out there. Some of them are silly. Some of them are, they do a lot of work with majors, I've noticed in here, but they're all kind of driven by a particular card. So this one's called Build Your Own Superhero, but then it has a picture of a snake. See, sometimes I don't always get it. A lot of people have abandoned it, but I still give you a page out of here anyway if you have the book and you'd like to do the activity and share it with us. And if it's a good one, please tell us so that maybe we stop ignoring the book. This one's on page 38. However, when we started Tarot Playdate, we also anticipated that a lot of people would not either want the book or have access to the book. So we came up with a list of 78 activities to go with each tarot card in the deck right before Playdate started. Oh, you did say the devil is the ego on steroids, Jonathan. Sorry I missed that, but thank you for highlighting it for me and correcting me. Ira had said, accepting we are here to learn and the devil can be a great teacher when working with yourself. Yes, you guys have some great comments. So let me bring up, oh yeah, because my internet crashed earlier. Let me get you our activity for the week for working with the devil card that we came up with. And I say we because my dear friends, Elle and Jilly Little Zen Crone, worked through the night, or at least into the wee hours of the morning, the weekend playdate launched to help me come up with these activities. And I am forever grateful. So I continue to thank them for this. All right. The devil, don't fall for it. So the activity this week, it's pretty simple. Draw a card. This works best with a deck with characters in it. Assume the character tells you a lie. What lie would they tell and why? So this is a way to kind of work with what are the things that the devil might tell you that are not true, right? And you can repeat this as many times as desired. If the cards don't have a character, it says what lie could be told by that character or by that image. So maybe it's scenery, and maybe that scenery is a lie, false representation of some kind. So I will, as I always do, post this activity in the description box for this video when it goes up. I will also put it in the Tarot Playdate Facebook group, which it looks like Elle has put a link to. If you haven't joined, please feel free to come join, because we love to see what other depictions of that card you have in your collection, what you think about it, how the activities went for you. We want to start getting more actively involved with getting the activities in there. If you do request to join, please answer the 3 questions so we can let you in. I've had a few people request to join. I have somebody that's kind of sitting on hold right now who answered 2 of the questions, but not the 3rd one. And so just answer the 3 questions. And if you have a problem, feel free to shoot me a message if for some reason you have a glitch that makes it you're not quite sure if you could get in. Thank you all very much for your participation and your willingness to tackle tough topics as it came up with the devil. I really appreciate it. Let's use our voices for good. Let's amplify and elevate the voices that we need to elevate. Let's listen. Let's learn. Let's confront our own misperceptions. Let's be willing to look at ourselves, and let's do better. We can do so much better. Thank you all to everyone. My voice is getting hoarse. We went really long today. I love you all so much, and I really look forward to seeing you next week in Tarot Playdate, but hopefully I'll see you around before then. Thanks, everyone. Bye. Now, if only I could end the stream.